Alright, Shaun, Katie, Shaun. So we're gonna, this year, as part of my 2024 resolutions, got some goals. But one of the ways we're gonna do that, we're gonna react to more films. We always get quite good views on films. They're an absolute nightmare to edit.
Mm-hmm.
But I will shoulder that burden. Because I'm a hero. I'm not the hero we necessarily
Don't do it.
need.
Don't do it.
Nor do we deserve me, let's face it. But anyway, we were going to watch, the first initial film we were going to watch was Maze Runner. But Katie, like a belligerent teenager, has spent 5 hours on Call of Duty.
I'm not a teenager.
Yeah, I know. Like a belligerent teenager.
I also didn't spend 5 hours on Call of
Yes,
Duty.
you did.
Mum was on Call of Duty before me.
Yeah. You started about 2, 3. Finished about 6, 7. Not even that.
It's not true.
That is true. Anyway.
I know because I woke up at 2.
So, as put it... No, you didn't. You woke up at 12.
I didn't.
When I came in with the dog.
Yeah, I went back to sleep.
This isn't what the viewers are wanting. Shush. Let me explain how epic I am. So, I decided to take affirmative action. We will watch The Maze Runner eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But you've found yourself at the end of the wheel now. That time has passed. So we're going to watch this film, which is my choice first.
The end of the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. So this film first, me. Then...
Wheel circled, there isn't an end.
Well, wait. There is if you pop it. And I'll pop you one in a minute. So we're going to watch The Thing. Then we'll put it down to votes. We'll let them choose. Then we'll watch The Maze Runner. Unless, of course, you change your mind on what film you want to pick. But that's the film you're picking.
No, I want to torture a bit.
So... we are going to watch The Thing. Just a quick heads up. No, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Have you ever seen The Thing?
No.
Do you know anything about The Thing?
It's a horror film.
Yeah.
Is this the one... I can't remember. Is this the one that you said was like banned in countries? Or is that a different one?
There's a few John Carpenter films that are banned in certain countries. There's a few 80s/70s films that are banned in certain countries.
I remember Mum saying that, like... I don't know if it was this one, maybe a different one. The
Exorcist.
Might
be The Exorcist. The Exorcist was
that
very infamous. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've never seen it. I've only seen one. Not even seen. I've seen a bit of this. I'll let you know which bit it is. But it's John Carpenter, 1983.
Okay.
Very famous film. Very famous.
I don't like when you say stuff like that because it means that there's something like.
It was also recently recommended. But I'll not tell you what video or why. So, let's watch. John Carpenter is a lot of people's favourite director. He's very famous.
But why?
Well, you'll see.
No.
Let's just say there's something very prevalent in this film that's in a lot of his films. Something that he was really... Bear in mind this is 1980s. Right. Remember what you were like when you saw Alien, which was 1979, and you were like... You were a bit blown away. Is the music already worrying you?
Yeah, at first I thought it was the headset, but it's... It probably like does your ears in, doesn't it?
Does your ears in?
Like, ooh, it's like uncomfortable. Does not do your ears in?
Just sounds like music to me.
Oh, aliens.
It's a spaceship. It's a ship that's in space.
I grasped what that would meant, yes, thank you.
I'll tell you what scene that I've seen.
When it comes up.
When it comes up. When it happens. Because I can't describe the scene to you because it'll spoil it. Put your guesses in the comments at this point. How many times do you think Katie will make a shocked/scared face in this film?
Probably an embarrassing amount.
And I will count them. If anyone gets the exact number, I won't do anything. I'll applaud while I'm editing. I'll applaud while I'm editing another video. That's the reward you'll get.
Oh, dookie. I was trying to shoot the dog. Shoot the dog. Why are they shooting the dog?
knows?
Heathens. Oh, get away, doggy.
Just to reaffirm, I haven't seen this whole film.
It's a science station.
Yeah.
I think whatever happens in science stations.
There he is.
Oh. Playing chess.
That's what computers used to look like. Well, he's heading straight for the institute.
I hate when they put animals in horror movies.
Why?
Because it hurts too much. Why the dog? I hate. Why? Ugh.
I wonder where they are. Is that Alaska or is it Antarctica?
I don't know. Is it so easy to break windows in movies? Why should a dog?
This is the 1980s. Glass wasn't invented yet.
Is that right in the eye? Or right in the face region?
Right in the head. Oh, you got what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. So you get for hurting a dog while trying to hurt a dog.
The Science Institute, 2 men just died. Maybe it's just like accidents.
Accidents. Good job.
That doesn't seem healthy to just be standing in all that fire extinguisher.
It's the 80s.
Dude, yeah, that's true.
Damn week of winter.
Great.
That's a radio.
Come on, come on.
Nobody.
Nobody. Get a hold of somebody. Get a hold of anybody. We gotta report this mess.
Look, I haven't been able to reach shit in 2 weeks. I doubt if anybody's talked to anybody on this entire continent, and you want me to reach somebody.
That guy was Fox in the Warriors. You've never seen the Warriors?
No.
How many in their party? I started with 10. There'd be 8 others left.
How do we
Is that
know?
Richard Dreyfuss?
Guys as crazy as that could have done a lot
Is that
of
Richard
damage to
Dreyfuss?
their own before they got to us.
You're asking the
we
wrong
can do about
person.
that.
Oh, yes, there is. I want to go up.
In this weather?
Benny's? McCready! Mac, get your gear on!
So they wanted it to blow up. It looked like he chucked, and then he chucked it backwards, didn't he?
I thought it slipped.
I know, but I thought he chucked it. And the fact it was loaded with thingy, it would
where the
imply that they
closest
wanted it
ones
to
to 'em.
blow
All
up.
right by me, Doc. I'm just letting you know we're
Although it
taking a
wouldn't
chance.
need that much to...
Quit the griping,
The
McCready.
grenade would blow up either
Clouds
way,
keep
wouldn't
moving
it?
over the sun. We're gonna get a whiteout. We get caught in that, you can scratch one doctor and one pilot.
I don't think you could handle a husky. An average size husky is going to come up to like your neck. It stands on its back 2 paws. Taller than you.
No, I just think they're awesome.
So I think you should be... Maybe pick a dog that's not quite that big, like a Chihuahua. More suited to your height.
Rude.
Is the dog scared of something?
Dogs have good intuitions.
Hmm.
You've seen that.
Oh.
Hey.
Is that Stevie Wonder? Yeah, it is.
Turn that crap
Riding on
down.
the wall. Don't matter though, because it's copyrighted music, so you lot aren't hearing it.
Hmm?
Is that the Institute?
That's where the 2 Norwegians are from, isn't it?
Have they not come back? Is that not the helicopter? There.
No. I think that's where they were flying to, wasn't it? They were flying to their
To get the
institute.
Norsemen.
Yeah, to see what was going on. Solid World, is it?
No, bloodied up axe. A blood trail. That's what we need.
Oh, there's a person. A dead man.
Very superstitious.
Oh.
I cut his own wrists.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's frozen. His blood's frozen. Oh dear.
My God, what the hell happened here?
Is that
I feel like I can tell you now, John Carpenter is very famous for his special effects. Things like that. You saw how cool that looked. When I say cool, I don't mean in a sort of murdery way. I mean like sort of, it looked really.
It's held up for its time.
Yeah. That's what it was. Considering this was 1983 or 82.
82.
Well, it's set in 82. I don't know if it was released in 82.
Whatever.
Portable video unit. I'll check out the last few rooms.
That's a mistake. You'll probably die because you've left him on his own.
It's Kurt Russell.
No, Kurt Russell won't die.
Oh,
He's got the
okay.
gun. But the man he left behind will die.
Kurt Russell was also an 80s star. I don't know who that other man is.
Yeah. He will live to tell the tale. He'll die.
Hey, Copper, come here!
So why did they have so much kerosene on the helicopter?
What is kerosene?
It's like petrol.
Oh. Well, maybe it was. I thought it was because it probably might have been intended for it to be blown up, but maybe it was just fuel for the helicopter. Keep it going.
Then
We
why
don't
would
need
they?
another alien popping out of chests.
It's the
and stuff.
dog. It's an alien dog.
It better not be. I don't because then I'll want the dog to die, but the dog shouldn't die because it's a dog.
Oh,
Oh, it's still smoking. Oh dear. Oh, that's an alien, isn't it?
this one might not be the dog. Good for them.
Is it?
I should have been paying attention. Is that Richard Dreyfuss?
I don't know who that is.
I still can't tell if that's Richard Dreyfuss. I don't think it is. I don't think it's Richard Dreyfuss.
I still don't know who that
He's
is.
in Jaws.
Oh.
He was the smart guy in Jaws.
Oh.
That
Oh, damn
looks
it. Oh.
awesome.
Is that two heads or is that a melted head?
Oh, it might be a melted head. See how good it looked though. Special effects.
The dog seems very.
Every time it goes on the dog, the music changes.
I don't know what the word is. The dog's very like.
Reach anybody yet?
Maybe it was melted. Maybe it wasn't melted.
Yeah, that looks like a melted. Oh.
I don't know, because
Actually,
it looks.
no, because that looks like a whole other mouth, doesn't it? I think growing people.
Oh, that would be weird, wouldn't it? It's nifty they have a pool table
In a bar.
and a games machine. Oh, that's not a collie, is it?
Oh my god, save the dogs! Oh, that's got tentacles. Oh, good dog, you can get your way. Oh,
Is that a collie or is that a husky?
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, good legs!
If that's a collie, don't hurt the collie. Oh, another collie.
I don't think that's a collie, I think it's a husky. Is he gonna see it?
Jesus wept. Is that what I mean about special effects? You got a proper shock there when its head opened up, didn't
Face
you?
opened up. Don't open it.
Why would you not turn the light on first?
Oh, thank God. Well done, doggies.
In that scenario, why would you not turn the light on first?
Because they're fools. Everyone in a horror movie, except for the main character, is a fool.
And we think Mac's the main character.
Yes.
Kurt Russell, innit?
Yeah.
Still haven't turned... Oh... I bloody told you it was the dog. I feel like we should have picked up on that sooner.
Oh, it's got a tentacle thing. Oh! Oh! It's got hands.
Oh, it climbed out.
Get your ass over here! Burn it!
It didn't climb out.
Oh! It's got an eye.
Child, torch it!
Oh, God, even like that, it's gross.
What are you going to do with that? What's that going to do?
I know you'd be like, where do I start? Can I just say, I would not be putting my hands anywhere near that thing.
I know, I would. You won't be getting paid enough to do that.
What if it doesn't need to eat them?
I don't know, it's probably nothing.
What does it need, though? Blood.
Contact? Could be any of them. A lot of them have touched it. There was that guy that sort of jumped under the table that it touched him. It could be him.
How much more of this crap is there?
Well, 9 hours, I'd say.
I say it could be him. They would have to get rid of the
Yeah,
actual
we're
one.
making this.
You know, the further back in time, like a film is, the harder I find actually
Where'd they
predict
take these shots?
what's going to happen in it.
Seems like they were spending a lot of their time in a little place northeast of their camp at 5 or 6 miles.
The
What's
90s, I can predict.
Looks like
I
something
think it's because
buried
it's
under
more
the
original, or it's like just more outlandish and.
That John Carpenter was crazy. Oh God, it was a spaceship. It was the spaceship.
But how many of them were there?
That's a good question, actually.
Because
Because there was the thing they dragged in,
yeah, the dog.
the dog. How do they breed? How do they procreate? That's the question at the minute. Do they have to?
Did they have to
Yeah, like.
ingest it? 'Cause what
Yeah.
if it was spraying stuff on the dog, wasn't it?
And did you notice as well when he was kicking the door shut? It looked like I thought something actually got out. Like the dog got out. We saw the dog got out, but then he tried to sort of shut it, and it kept it
caught.
open. And when it flapped back open, it looked like some of the little legs got out.
But you saw it before. The dog went into a room and you just saw a shadow of a person. Don't know who that person was. Makes you think it's the dog man, but if it was someone else. I hope none of the other dogs are infected.
It's the thing. What if it's something like contact? What if it just needs to contact
It
them?
was spraying something out at the dogs, remember?
Yeah,
What if it's just that? What if it's like a
I
spray?
think it was acid. I think that it saw the dog that sort of looked like it had been melted a little bit. I think that was that dog.
Why did you tell me that?
Sorry.
Why dogs?
This was back in the 80s. People didn't care about dogs. Oh, so it was buried and they broke into it.
That's what they were putting thermite charges on, or what, weren't they? Oh, and is that where they got the thing out?
Feels weird. That's the only thing you can call it, innit? You call it a thing. Oh God, what if it is contact? The doctor touched it.
Come on now, McCready.
The blood on his...
It's dead. No, I mean when he was autopsying it. Oh, it's just 2, yeah?
Cart it back. It gets thawed out. Wakes up. Probably not in the best of moods. I don't know what
You disrespectful men been tossing his dirty drawers in the kitchen trash can.
You buy any of this, Blair?
They saw it? But why do they have to buy?
He is not saying much. This is going to be one of those films where I don't trust anyone.
Probably.
Does that mean it's almost like it's saving it? So like once it's assimilated a dog, it doesn't need, once it goes into all that flappy nonsense, it doesn't need to ingest a dog again to turn into a dog.
Wasn't that a shirt somebody had? Sure, I saw somebody sniff that
It
shirt.
had a lot of holes in it for something that was just... I mean, I have underwear that are a few years old, but, you know, they don't have that many holes in them. What if it is contact? That guy's already been touched. Now he's touched it. Oh, it's not... It's not dead.
From Gary. I want to get some stuff out of here.
In this scenario, if you think you saw it moving, would you not be like, I think I just saw that thing moving? Oh, that's gross. McCready, that's his name. That's a cool name. So it has to be in close proximity. It doesn't even have to touch someone. Oh dear.
I'll get Gary when we can Blair's room.
It's the worst time as well because there's snow everywhere. You're gonna fall.
Like that.
No, he tackled him. Didn't fall there, he tackled him. Didn't want him to touch him.
It isn't Bennett.
Oh, it didn't finish.
If it had more time to finish, it would have looked and sounded and acted just like Benny's.
I don't know what you're saying.
That was one of those things out there, trying to imitate him, Gary.
So there's 2 of them? At least?
Come on.
There's the
McCready,
dog.
I know Bennings. I've known him for 10 years.
There was the dog, and there was the one that they brought in. The dog is still lying there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on the floor. It's on the floor.
But we don't know what... The ship was blown up, and the hatches were open, so that could be... More of them could have come out.
Fair enough, but that we know of, there was 2. I have a suspicion that there was the 3rd one. That either the dog that got out...
Or one of the people that was chasing the dog.
No, one of the little... It looked like something got out as well. Like a little... demon spider.
I would just carry that flamethrower around with us everywhere. Until I was off that planet, that place, that
That's
country.
why the helicopter had loads of kerosene in it.
We were going to burn
They
it.
were going to burn it, yeah.
Blair? Blair?
Oh, that's not good.
What?
What was that? Wasn't Blair the one who was... He's been in contact with these things.
Which one's Blair?
He was the guy on the computer. Oh, no. Oh, he might not have been infected.
No, he was the one that figured it out. He figured it out that He's stopping it from being able to
Stopping them
leave.
there, isn't he? Yeah. He's got quite a famous voice as well.
He's killed the rest of the dogs. Wait, it's him? He spent close time with that dog, didn't he? Oh, he's killed the rest of the dogs.
I didn't trust the dogs. Why kill some of the dogs? Why assimilate a dog if we've already assimilated it? He was a dog before I arrived. I'd be like, get a hold of yourself! I don't care how old he is, just punch him a few times.
Don't show.
Oh, but it said he killed the dogs. I didn't think he'd been put an axe through one. Jeez. Blair, you big penis. Oh, that's the doc. He's Blair.
He's the one that figured it out.
Yeah. He was the one that was inside the dog one, though, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, old boy? Start working on that. Keep an eye on Clark.
Well, I mean,
Close to that dog.
it takes on the physical, but maybe not memories. Not test people based on, like, the knowledge about certain things.
Mac, we need Blair's help. He's the only one who knows what this organism
He's
is
too far
capable of.
gone, Fuse. But get the rest of his notebooks. Start going through them.
Fuse. So the Richard Dreyfuss lookalike is called Fuse.
Oh, now wait a minute, Gary. You've been in here on several occasions.
Doc thought of the test. So what? Is that supposed to clear him? Well, why?
Bullshit! Why would he come in here and take it to no?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Why would the doc come up with a plan just to sabotage it? Guns don't work on it. Well, it seems to be fire that works on it. So it said it just needs to be in close proximity to whoever it's...
For a period of time so that it can...
But it wasn't around that Bennings guy, whatever he was called, very long.
It's on the floor.
We saw it, the dog go into a room with someone. I mean, how would you handle that?
No idea.
What if it was using the blood?
What, like using it to assimilate them?
I know I'm
Maybe.
There's a storm hitting us in 6 hours.
Save us, Kurt Russell.
We're gonna find out who's who. All right, Doc. Gary and Clark, move over there away from the others.
It's a good idea, actually. Maybe split them into
And it grew.
3
Norris,
groups.
you and Childs, shoot him up with morphine. Tie him down in the rec room and watch him. Fuchs, you start working on a new tech.
I need Doc's help.
Yeah, you don't want to drug me. Mac, I'm not a prisoner.
Whoa.
They're the 3 suspects, and it's true.
Yeah, they are the 3 in there because you've got the autopsy guy, the dog guy,
The guy, he had the only
and
key.
he had the
to
only key. Yeah.
Let me do it. You're gonna break the needle in my... No, Doc. He's doing a real fine job.
Nobody trusts anybody now. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. outpost North 31.
R.J. McCreary. That's a cool name. Good for him. Kurt Russell always has cool names.
If a small particle of this thing is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals. And I suggest we only eat out of cans.
Smart thinking. Good for him. Thing is, if I was in this kind of situation, I don't know which role I would be in. I feel like I couldn't be the leader because that's too much responsibility. Oh. I don't particularly think I would be him. I wouldn't be the smart guy.
Who's that?
Oh dear. Flare, yep, get the flare out. I would say, could you not just blow the whole place up? If it's the cell that's the issue, but obviously
It's already in them.
they're also in the middle of the snowy place, so they end up freezing to death.
And everybody watch whoever you're with. Real close.
It had his name on it, right?
Let's try and make it seem like he's
He's
like,
the thing.
trying to turn them against him.
Is it him? We don't know that it's not him. Might be him. It's placed itself right at the top of the pecking order.
Hey, Blair! It ain't Fuchs.
He's got a noose there.
Should have said
I'm not
it's
gonna
Moose.
harm anybody, and there's nothing wrong with me. And if there was, I'm all better now. I'd like to come back inside. Now, you got my promise.
He's got his jacket on.
Why is it?
Is it taken over him?
Why is there just a noose there?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. I want to come back inside, don't you understand it? I'm all right. I'm much better. And I won't harm anybody. And you gotta let me come back inside.
That did sound an awful lot like a person who was infected. Is infected the right thing to say?
Taken over.
Taken, yeah. Assimilated.
Consumed.
Maybe he burned himself before it could get to him.
Why would he do that?
I wouldn't want to be thingied up like that.
Great!
Don't blame him.
True.
Now what are we gonna do?
You go inside, tell the others we found Fuchs. When I left yesterday, I turned the lights off.
Oh, that's so creepy. That's the kind of thing that I don't like. I don't like creepy things.
Yeah, that guy. So the way I see it, right? He made a noose. He was planning on killing himself.
The thing took him over and...
Yeah. He didn't have his jacket on before, but now all of a sudden he has a jacket on. It ripped through his clothes.
I wonder if it's...
45 minutes.
I wonder if it's got extreme reactions to certain weathers. In saying that, we as humans have that, so that's not particularly crazy. We're an hour and 10 in, and I still haven't seen the scene that I know from this film.
That's about the barring up all the doors. That's going to bite them in the backside when they've got to run away from it.
McCready's not back in yet.
Now there's the other guy.
Hey, look, Charles, come on.
When the lights went out.
That would have been a perfect time.
Right. You said guys were missing, and Winters, where were you? Where were you? When the lights went out. That's what it was.
If it's trying to turn them against McCreary, it's certainly... what you call it? Sowing discontent amongst them.
Let's open it. Hell no. He's got the keys. Charles has got to know damn well I cut it.
It's a bit convenient that he found that because that wasn't the same jacket that the other guy found.
Whatever the hell you are.
It wasn't.
No. It had big writing. That had small writing.
So, there's the young lad, the guy who likes to roll skates.
Way off.
That was him.
Who?
The one that came in with the shirt.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. The fact that he seems to be trying to...
He's been by himself a lot throughout the whole movie.
You'd have done the same thing.
Don't argue with him.
And also the guy who looked like he had stomach pain.
Get him in here. And bring the others. Now nobody gets out of my sight.
That's... see? I was going to say, even then, would you not just sit everyone down and keep an eye on everyone? But even then, apparently that's not...
Clear!
That was the bit I seen. I knew that was coming. Oh, God! Oh, God. Burn that thing.
Oh my god.
It's very like...
Oh, it's goopy goop.
It's like visceral, isn't it? I can't think of the words to describe it. I think something did get out the dog cage. The fact that this thing's crawling with whatever that is. I think something broke off when it was a dog and made a dash for it.
Are they not saying that?
Oh.
Oh.
The young kid got very close. And he had his fingers in his mouth.
Oh!
Gotta be fucking kidding.
I guess you do.
I don't think he was... Did that other guy...
This is bullshit, Mac.
Did that other guy die?
They're dead, Mac.
Did the doc die? He lost his hands. I mean, I'm not saying he's a wuss, but, you know...
Windows.
I mean, they might have killed him because they might have thought he was infected. Or maybe just the blood loss killed him.
He had his fingers in the guy's mouth.
Crawl away from a hot needle, say.
That's actually ridiculously clever. That's really clever.
Oh, for God's sake.
He's the one I'm the least trusting of at the minute because he put his fingers in the guy's mouth. If it's just one cell, that's all you need to be contaminated.
You looked relieved there. Why would you look relieved?
I guess you're okay.
Why the blood? Why would the blood change?
Alright. Put that on
Like-
and watch them.
Like an actual... You know, like a head. That's like a...
Oh no, because they said they're all just a part of...
Yeah, but parts? Is blood a
I'll
part
show
of
you
you?
what I already know.
Yeah.
Jesus!
Get away from me! Retreating! What is it?
Oh, my God.
Get him! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh! Would you fix that bloody flamethrower? Is visceral even a strong enough word? Blood straight to hell.
Well done.
No windows.
You all call them crazy.
I know. That's a great thing. Isn't that so original? You know what it sounds like when it's dying? It sounds a bit like the guy from The Silence of the Lambs. I wasn't expecting it to jump the way it did. I was like, I think this is going to be like a red herring where like no one's blood jumps.
And it just makes them all distrust him more.
Yeah.
Get me out of here! I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch!
Fair enough.
What if you eat them? They're dead, but it's the cells, isn't it, they need?
I for sure thought Windows was going to be one of them. Poor guy just...
Child.
Would you freeze up like
We're going
that?
out to give Blair the test. If he tries to make it back here and we're not with him.
How did they not know about this tunnel?
You down there? We got
What did-
something for you.
Did Blair dig this tunnel? No, this tunnel must be pre-existing. It's got things in it.
Is that a vehicle? No.
Blair's been busy out here all by himself. Any place but here.
Just gonna say, yeah, just a way. I don't think it was a spaceship. I think it was just like a transport.
It looked. I mean,
It looked like a spaceship.
like a spaceship. The door's been opened.
Where's the other guy going? What was the other guy called? Giles. Is that him? He's Knowles or something like that, isn't he? Yeah, Nails. Knowles? It's Giles. It's Gary. There's
Turn the
McCready.
lights off.
Suicide mission.
Just blow the place. You would, wouldn't you? You would just light fires, all sorts.
That music was playing when the dog was on screen. It also played at another time. I can't remember what it was. I think that's the tell for the thing. If it's in the scene, I think one of those three are actually the thing. He did also seems to have the answers all the time. I don't know if they're just trying to build a sort of...
He looks very pale and sickly, do you not think?
down in the middle of
I know.
a snowstorm as well.
I know. But he has done for a while.
I wonder if we're missing something obvious here. I think people watch this and they'll be like...
You idiots.
Yeah.
Probably. Where's he gone? The...
Giles.
There's Giles and there's the other guy.
So there's Gary, who's the old guy. The younger kid is called... I think it was like Nauls. Knowles? Knowles?
Almost lights flickering.
What has he got all over himself? Is that dynamite?
I think so. They've been blowing everything up, haven't they?
Well, they've been using Molotov cocktails, though. That looks like dynamite.
Probably is.
Oh, torch run out of battery as well. Awesome.
Who's that?
His hands in his... That's Blair. His fingers aren't in his mouth, are they? On the sides of his face. That's Blair. Stay with McCready?
The lights are gonna go out.
How's it coming in there?
Yeah, just awesome.
Idiot, why would he go off? If I was ever in a situation like that, I would literally be holding someone the entire time. I would not like if I knew I could trust that person, I would not let go of them.
Who in the family? Me.
I'd be like,
Wait till Nicole sees this.
Nicole as well, if I could trust Nicole. Where is it?
Holy hell. Did he light the... Oh, he did. Look, he did. He sort of made Molotovs that he was drinking out of them. I remember.
Fuck you too!
So where? We're assuming Blair got Gary and Knowles as Giles. But I'm sorry, Knowles had no one to blame but himself.
Idiot. That's all I can say.
I mean, I feel sorry for the guy, but he has no one to blame but himself. Why?
There's always someone like that in horror films.
Why in the hell would you go in on your own? You think someone's gone missing? No offense, but if you go missing in a horror film, you're being left. I'm not coming to save you.
I don't think I would have made it this long. Truthfully.
Because you'd have been attached.
if like you or anyone else try to leave the rest of the group, I would just slap you and say you're staying here, you mum. Because I wouldn't let you get yourself in that. That's just idiotic.
So it's just McCree. But where is Giles? Why did he leave? Didn't he leave and then the lights went out? The lights didn't go out and then he left.
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him. Got lost in the storm.
Oh yeah, because we totally believe you.
If we've got any surprises for each other, I don't think we're in much shape to do anything about it.
What do we do?
Whoa, why did the...
And
that's a good ending. Oh, I like endings like that.
I don't want to because I want to know the answer. I want to know what happens. So he
Child's a thing.
he
Child's a thing?
he was drinking a lot, and the smart guy with the glasses, Fuchs, he said about them making sure that they prepared their own food.
Yep.
Because all it took was a cell.
Yep.
And stuff like that for it to spread. So maybe it got into the food and the drink and the thingy-majiggies.
Yeah.
And that's how he...
It's interesting. Like, it wasn't spot on, but I wasn't like, I can't confirm it. But that noise, that music, that dun dun, that was playing at the beginning when they were chasing the dog.
Mm-hmm.
It was playing when the dog was in the cell, I think. And I think it was also playing... It was playing at another point, I can't remember what it was. And just because I'd heard it in those moments, I was kind of like...
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. The fact that it was playing there makes me think...
One of them...
At least one of them is the thing.
Thing is, though, what if it were just... Because they found two of McCready's shirts that were ripped.
Yeah.
And we were like...
Oh. So just something that I wanted to do there. I typed in the Thing 1982 theories, and it's come up saying the Thing cinematographer Dean Cundy popularised the movie's eye gleam theory, which posits that a small light can be seen in characters' eyes when they're human, thus revealing that McCready isn't the alien at the end. That's just a theory, though.
That's not been confirmed. They've not done another one, have they?
I really love things like that. I love things like that.
Where it's like, which one is it?
Yeah, I love endings like that because sometimes it's the unknown that makes a film so good.
Thing is, though, in that kind of instance, if one of them was the Thing, then they got what they wanted. They would have froze, and
the other one couldn't really do anything about it.
I know, the other one would have just died, and that would have frozen and would have been encapsulated again. So it didn't.
Sometimes a good film is not giving you the answers that you want, but posing interesting enough questions to leave you.
I feel like they might have been. Do you not feel like they could have set that up for a second movie?
No.
Do you not think?
I think that works as a one film.
I'm surprised they haven't done more of them, though, to be honest.
Well, they did the remake. I don't know if the remake is a remake or if it's a reboot. But that feels like one of those films where just leave it as it is. Let's have a look at this one.
The visual effects were really good. It was really
ridiculous,
disturbing.
weren't they? Child. the end of the movie. So John Carpenter said it was the perfect ending. No, never mind. That's not a theory. Yeah, I just feel like it feels like that's in a vein of film where you can clearly tell the director wanted to make a very unique film. John Carpenter's famous for making good films. He's also quite famous for his special effects.
Right.
Bear in mind that film was 1982.
It was really good, but the thing is, though, in those times, like, they didn't have the CGI and stuff we have now, so they kind of had to have really good visual
practical,
effects.
wasn't it?
Like practical stuff, they had to have like the dummies and all sorts, but it did look really good.
Animatronics,
Yeah.
Like there was a few scenes where you can tell how they obviously filmed it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. That means that it was like, considering 1982, it was back when, directors were just making films to be good. It wasn't about, ticking boxes and whatnot. It was just, I have a vision for a film. I'm going to make this film. It would be interesting to see if he had the ideas for various moments, like how it would look.
Mm-hmm. For me, that didn't feel so much like it did horror. It was more like a thriller for me.
Well, we saw that thing there. There was like the idea is it's about paranoia, isn't it? You don't know who to trust.
You read that theory?
Well, I believe Childs isn't the thing. My favourite fan theory about the end of the 1982 version involves the idea that McCready's bottle is actually full of gasoline. The Thing wouldn't know the difference between liquor and gasoline, so when Childs sips it, McCready starts laughing. While Childs responds in kind in some versions of this interpretation, McCready still has his flamethrower hidden at the ready, while in others he's unarmed and too weak to fight, so can do nothing but laugh as he realises he's lost after everything he went through. They were using those bottles for Molotovs. Obviously, you wouldn't necessarily
need gasoline.
You just need the alcohol. But
that's what I was saying though, because the thing, like, it just takes them over, doesn't it, and uses their DNA to kind of hide itself as a human. So, but like memories and stuff wouldn't necessarily have like the memories and stuff they have, would it? It wouldn't have like,
I don't know,
like specific pieces of information, because it doesn't necessarily take on brain activity, does it?
I don't know. It didn't say it in that film.
Because I feel like for me that would be how I would test people.
See, that's actually quite clever of the film as well, because nowadays, when confronted with a creature like that, you would expect a lot of exposition. How does it work? What's the ins and outs of it?
Yeah.
With that, it was like, these people don't know how this thing works, other than it has to be around you for a little while.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes it so scary.
So by doing that, it's like, yeah, these people don't know how it works. So we're not going to know how it works.
Yeah.
Like, why should we know if the characters don't even know? See, things like that, that's so clever. That's clever from John Carpenter, that, isn't it? Come on, that's really clever. Yeah.
What do you think, though? Do you think McCready is a thing, or do you think he's not a thing?
I don't think McCready was a thing.
The only thing, I feel like it was too... We kind of just shot... When they found the ripped up shirts, we were like, well, maybe, but they could just be trying to frame him and make him look bad.
Yeah.
And we kind of just brushed that off as them trying to make him turn everyone against them and stuff. But
that's the other thing as well, is that there's a lot of things in there that are made you sort of suspect certain people, and it didn't necessarily answer all of them, like that, for instance.
Yeah.
Like that piece of
I'm sure it was 2, because the guy that went out, he found one.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, he's burnt up to a crisp. Who's one of the only people that had flamethrowers.
But it also
McCready.
Said that it showed you him recording the message where it was like, whoever's wearing whatever clothes they're wearing get torn up. Just interesting that they find something like that straight after. And he also had that shirt initially that was thrown away that was all torn up.
If all it takes is a cell, I'm sure there's some cells on that thing.
Who Who knows? I'd like to say I'm an optimist in life and that neither child's or.
Yeah. Also, he was recording his voice. Is the voice recorder? He kept on replaying it back, didn't he? And then he would talk again after he played it back. Maybe he was learning the voice. Maybe he'd already recorded something, and so he was practicing how to talk like him.
That's a good point. This is another one of them films where if you go through and watch it again,
there's probably bits.
A lot of things. We probably missed a lot.
Yeah, because I was really tense throughout that whole thing.
I'm a bit miffed that we didn't figure out the dog was the bad guy quicker.
I just would never believe a dog would be evil. Until its face opened up, I purely just thought that dog was smart and knew something.
So how would you rate it out of 10?
It's hard. Because I didn't like... I don't like being scared and being shocked. So I would never just watch that again. But I don't think it was bad. I like the whole kind of who done it thing. You're trying to figure out who's the bad guy and who's not. Probably like an 8.
8 out of 10?
Purely just because I don't like being scared. So that obviously...
That's probably what I would give it.
Just a personal preference.
8 out of 10 sounds like a good enough... It's a good score.
It wasn't bad at all.
No. It's almost like not a murder mystery, but it does kind of make you sit there and go, well...
Which one of them is it? How many of them is it?
So the only people that we know for sure weren't things...
Was the
dog guy.
He wasn't one, yeah.
And the doc.
The doc. The guy,
Fuchs.
Yeah, Fuchs.
His body was normal.
Yeah. I mean, you could say the two guys at the end that were with McCready. We knew they weren't, although they did become.
They became. Yeah.
They weren't.
Yeah. So I mean, by the end, people that were definitely either part of the thing or were things.
The thing is, you couldn't even count out Giles at the end because he just disappeared.
Yeah.
So for all we know, he's become.
So excluding Childs and McCready, because I think that's purposefully in there to make you think one of, if not both, if not neither, are things.
Yeah.
So there was
the dog. What was his name? The dog guy. Can't remember his name.
Clark.
Was it Clark? I feel like he was the one that was setting up as being the obvious one.
Yeah, but we didn't. We thought that was a red herring. We did think that was a red. Well, I thought it was a red herring.
It seemed a bit too obvious, didn't it?
What if the room, right, that the dog went into was Childs's or McCready's? Like that'll be one of those.
I don't think it'd be Childs because you saw the hair of the person, and Childs was bald, wasn't he? I thought it was the guy with the arms. He didn't have.
They all have arms.
No. What I meant is he didn't have the arms on his jacket. The denim jacket guy, the one that they figured out when he dipped the thing in the blood.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
I thought it was him because he had kind of that hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked that. I thought it was cool. So yeah, the chest opening up scene, I'd seen that before.
I mean, that was just.
Because it was on a list of.
He was just trying to save his life as well.
Yeah.
Poor guy. But how come he didn't? Do they have to be alive? With that I was so confused because I was fully expecting him to become the thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Do they have to be alive? Do they not have to be alive? Who knows?
Maybe not. Maybe they don't have to be alive. I thought it was just tissue and cells. I didn't think it necessarily mattered if they were alive or dead.
Who knows? But anyway, that was us reacting to the thing. Hold on, let's just wait about 10 seconds because I want to see if this stops recording at 2 minutes, 2 hours. Because if it does, there's no point in me doing all the outro and whatnot. I think it's 3 hours. No. Yeah, thanks for watching. No, wait. What do I normally say? Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell. No. Oh, for God's sake. That was us.
Sorry. It's late, okay.
That was us reacting to the thing. because of this, I feel like I fancy a detective film. So you, the fans, you're picking the film after that, which as it stands is Maze Runner. But you, as people who are watching, you can vote for 3 films, and I'm fancying a detective one.
The thing is, though, we aren't always that good at those films.
The 3 I'm thinking of, I've seen. It'll be you reacting.
I'm not very good at those films.
Yeah. But I enjoy seeing you trying to figure it out.
You should at least be like a little bit, oh, no, you're fine, you're good, you can manage. And you don't have to say yes straight away.
Do you want me to lie to you?
I can figure things out.
You just said you weren't very good.
Well,
right, so anyway, the options you have are 7.
1 or 2 things right.
7. Have you ever seen 7?
No.
Shutter Island, which I don't think you've seen, and LA Confidential. 3 of my favourite detective films. So look for that poll.
I did quite good on Knives Out.
Yeah, you did.
And the Onion one.
Don't get so defensive. Don't get so defensive. You spotted a lot in that I didn't. You spotted the voice thing and you put that together, so well done for that. I didn't think of that. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. After that film, it'll be Katie's turn, which, like I say, as it stands, is Maze Runner. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say, Katie?
I don't know how I'm going to sleep after that.
Well, we both know how it's going to start. You're going to go into Mum and Dad's room.
I'm sure maybe watching the thing.
And me, Mum and Dad are going to lie there and laugh at you. Oh, dear. Thank you for watching.
I don't know why you take such enjoyment out of me being scared and...
Because this is how Nicole felt when it was me.
I need to know